Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do a date night fun glam makeup tutorial. Excited about this look and for people to try it. Now, I know that I've been off my channel for quite a bit, but I am coming back and I'm very excited. I have some fun new ideas for my channel and for my tutorials, and I can't wait to do them with you guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. I will be back to making videos every week. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for watching. Mwah.
Go, 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 let's go, 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 let's go, go, let's go, let's go, go, let's go, let's go,
Okay guys, so for today's look, we are going to start off with the Professional by Benefit. This is a great primer to help minimize pores. I usually do it in my T-zone area here, just to help out with all that texture on my face. Next, I go in with the Becca Backlight Primer. This really helps just to have that luminosity on your face if you want to have kind of a glow, but not have too much of a glow. It's beautiful just to bring a shine within, and I had to speed it up just so that this wasn't too long for you guys. Sorry if the audio is a little off. I am trying to find a good area where it doesn't echo too much. So next I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D concealer. This helps just with all of the problem areas that I'm having with breaking out. It's been real bad lately. Don't mind me dancing, guys. I was having a really good time doing the makeup by myself. Alright, so next I'm going to be going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick in the shade 155. And this I actually recently just started using, and I am in love. It is super full coverage, and it is so great. Even if you have texture, it doesn't show a lot of the texture on the face. And I'm just using my Marc Jacobs foundation brush just to blend that all the way through my face. Now what you want to do with this is just make sure that you are fully blending everything out. When you are using a brush, it can be easy to get those streaks or to have it look very uneven on your skin. So then I'm going to be going in with actually two different shades of Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm going to be using the shade Ivory and then the shade Light Beige. I mix these two together, especially in the winter when I am a little bit paler, and then I just dot it all over my skin, and I use my beauty blender to blend it all out. Okay, so after everything is blended beautifully, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the shade Very Fair. I use a lighter shade because I really do like to highlight those points on my face, and this is a very full coverage, so I put it on my under eyes because I do have a problem with dark circles, and then I will put it on the chin, Cupid's bow, and my nose just to highlight those points. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to use the same beauty blender that I used for my foundation, and I'm just going to blend that out. You do want to make sure that you're pressing that into the skin just to help with any creasing that may occur throughout the day with that concealer. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to be baking. So just make sure that you are applying a heavy amount for your under eye. Don't be stingy with it, and you're just going to pack that into the skin and make sure that you do have quite a bit just layered on the top of the skin there. Don't worry, you can brush it off after it's sat for a little while. You do look a little scary, but trust me, it works. It is amazing. And then just for the rest of my face, I'm grabbing a bigger brush and just applying that everywhere else. Okay, so next is my favorite part, which is the contour. So I'm going to be using the Hoola by Benefit bronzer. This bronzer I have never steered from. I absolutely love it. I feel like it is in between warm tone and cool tone, and it looks amazing in the winter. It looks amazing in the summer. It doesn't matter how pale or how tan I am. So you really want to make sure that you are pressing that under the cheekbones while you're singing and just blending that out. You want to make sure that you are blending that out as much as you can, or else it can look a little muddy. I like to stop about halfway in between my cheek and then just bring it up towards my temples and the top of my forehead there, just to help make my forehead look a little smaller. You don't have to do that though. Next, after that, I'm going to be going in with the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. This is just something just to kind of bring that all together. I do like to use it just on the outs of my face, just to give me a little bit of a glow, but you don't have to do this step. So next I'll be doing eyes while I'm baking. I'm going to be using the Makeup Geek Manny MUA palette and the Modern Renaissance palette as well. That first shade that I'm using is actually going to be Beaches and Cream. This is a really nice shade just to use for your first shade to blend out. It's a very natural color. Don't mind me dancing, guys. And you're just going to push that into the crease of your eye and blend that out. The next shade is Sora, I believe is how you pronounce it. And I'm really focusing on just putting that in the crease of my eye and just pulling it out a little bit towards the corner of my eye, just to give it a bit of a cat eye effect. Okay, so the next shade after that is going to be Frappe, I believe, and that one I'm just laying on top of the other shade and just really working on hollowing out that crease in my eye. I do use quite a bit of shades in this look, but it really does help to build them on top of each other, especially if you are going for more of a darker, smoky eye look. You really want to pay attention on building that shadow versus just starting with that dark look. The shade after that is going to be Aphrodite. This is probably one of my favorite shades. It's a burgundy brown shade and it's absolutely beautiful to use if you are going for a smoky eye, and it does blend beautifully. So I'm just focusing on the outer corner of my eye and making sure that I'm giving that shadow the shape that I want to build off of, and then just making sure that I blend it out so that it is not harsh on my eyes after that. So after that is done, I'm going to be cleaning it up a little bit and using that Kat Von D concealer. I'm going to put it in the middle of my eyelid there, just so I can use a lighter shade and give it that halo look. You do want to make sure that you're not laying it on very thick so you don't have that creasing on your eye, and just make sure that you're bringing it up towards that inner corner. Now I'm going to be using the shade Luna. This shade is so beautiful. It's a champagne color, and I've used this with so many other shades as well. And I'm just going to get it wet with any spray and just pack that on lightly. So what I like to do is, after I've packed it on, I do like to go in with another brush and blend it out, just so that it all comes together. And it looks really beautiful if it's just in that very center of the eyelid. It does give it a halo look, which I think is very beautiful, especially for somebody with almond eyes like mine. So after I've done that, I'm going to go back in with Aphrodite with a smaller brush and just put that on my lower waterline and blend that out as well, just to give it more of a dramatic look. Okay, so next it's time for the liner. So I use the Tarteist Tarte Clay Paint Liner. This one is really awesome because it does come in a tube, so it is more controlled when using it, and it doesn't dry out. I'm just using an angled brush, and what I like to do is just bring it from my lower lash line up, and I do like to bring it up just quite a bit so that I can have room to create the shape that I would like for my eyes. So I'm actually not going to be doing my eyebrows on camera, but I did want to show you that I do use Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. So next is my blush, and I do use the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I go in between the shade Amaretto and Rose Spritz. I'm not a huge blush person, so I do just a little bit and just pull it up towards my temple. So then this I'm using for my highlight is the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade King Tut. It's probably my all-time highlighter to use, especially when using darker shades. So I'm just putting that on the very top of my cheekbone and just slightly patting that on. The one thing that is with this is that it does have a little bit kickback, so that's why I'm patting it on versus swiping my brush across my face. Then I use it in the Cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose as well. A lot of people don't like highlighted noses, but I am a huge fan. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. After that, I'm going to be using my Roller Lash by Benefit. I saw Jeffree Star use this and it is absolutely amazing. And I did do my lashes off camera. I don't think you guys really need to see how that is done. So for my waterline, I'm using the Marc Jacobs liner. It is probably one of the best liners I've used in my waterline. It does not move throughout the day and it is very black, which I like as well. Okay, so for lips, I'm using Jeffree Star's Lip Ammunition in the shade Unicorn Blood. This is such a beautiful red. I can't even explain how much I love this red. It is absolutely amazing. And last but not least, the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this look, and please like and subscribe down below.